Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directive. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Actually, we're just going to work with all the energies today. So I'm really excited because I just had the most fantastic vision for you guys. It was really fun. So we're going to get to that in just a second. I do want to ask you to please hit the thumbs up. Leave me a comment. That's the way analytics work with YouTube. So not just for me, but any of the videos that you watch, any channels that you support, by hitting that thumbs up and leaving a comment, you really help out the creators. And so it just takes a couple seconds of your time and it's free. All right, so really super excited about this. We're going to cover the sun sign season of Scorpio. It runs from the 22nd of October until the 20th of November. And we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on right now. So right now, this video is coming out on the 16th. I'm recording it on the 15th. On the 13th, which would have been Tuesday, the Mercury went retrograde in Scorpio at around 11 degrees. It's going to back up to about 25 degrees of Libra. So that's where it was when the sun was just getting into Libra. So, you know, like the 22nd, the 23rd, 24th of September, what was going on in your life? Some of that stuff may be coming up for review. If you are in particular a Capricorn rising, this is happening in your 11th house, moving back into your 10th house. So your house of community and moving back into your house of career. So there's going to be some focus around how your career interacts with the people that you meet or the community that you're building or something around that way. So pay attention to the details. Pay attention to how you're communicating and getting information out when Mercury is in retrograde. I've already been enjoying it a lot, but because it's happening in an initiating sign, and Capricorn is an initiating sign, you may be picking up some of the static. So there's that. And then we have Mars is still in retrograde over in Aries, another initiating sign. And so it's kind of opposing this energy of the retrograde, which is going to get a little tense. I think that actually happens tomorrow. So, you know, the communication's a little tough out there. So hang in there. It's going to get better. I promise it's going to get better, but there's something you're going to have to do to make that happen. And then, and I'll tell you what that is. And then, let's see what else we have happening. There's something else. Oh, the new moon. So today on the 16th, so I'm recording the 15th, but today, as you're watching it on the 16th, there is a new moon in Libra. Now, Libra, again, you know, that is your career house. And so, but it's also relationship and relationship balance. And so it could be work-life balance. It could be balance within any aspect of your life. It could be relationship balances within the work space, okay? Where do you want to plant your seeds of intention? What do you want to focus on that is going to bring you the sense of, I got it together, right? I got it together. I'm really, you know, feeling good about things. So I would actually literally plant your seeds of intention. Lots of ways you could do that. You could literally plant you could write down what your goals are, what your dream is, your big ask, and then cut it up in little pieces of paper, stick it in a pot of soil, and you could actually put some seeds in there and water it and watch it grow. Because this feels like a business opportunity that you could create to expand and grow, and maybe actually nurturing and caring for and getting your hands in the dirt on a regular basis. You know, that's really great for an earth sign. So I could see that really working for you. So channeled messages. I use the Oracle of the Dragon Fae from Lucy Cavendish to help me to understand what the big message from Spirit was. And it's the same message Spirit keeps teaching us. I don't know about you guys. All I hear from Spirit, I swear, you know I'm a Capricorn rising, is there enough joy in your life? Is there enough joy in your life? By the way, hey, did you find some joy in your life today? So I'm going to tell you a little joke right now so that you can have some joy in your life for today. I was driving into a little town and I was going by the cemetery, massive cemetery, and I saw a sign that the city had put up there that said city compost site, and it pointed an arrow, which I think was the the road next to the cemetery, but it looked like it was pointed at the cemetery, and I thought, oh, that's not good. And then I started laughing, and I haven't been able to stop, and that was 3 days ago. So what are you looking at in your life that's bringing the joy? Because you got Wu Wang, wild, pure heart. And when I was looking at this card, I'll tell you what I saw. I saw a little girl, and she was hula hooping. And I think maybe because it's the number 36 and it's a 10, and I was thinking, oh, that's like a new beginning, Wheel of Fortune. Then all of a sudden, I saw this little girl with this hula hoop, and she started spinning around and spinning around. The hula hoop's going. The next thing I know, she looks like a ballerina, and she's spinning and she's spinning and she's spinning, and she's laughing. I can hear her just like all this laughter coming out, peals of laughter just spreading out. And then it's like her clothes start turning into like shooting off these little fairy dust, like when you blow the puff on a dandelion, and it's just like our Tinkerbell's dust, and it's going off everywhere. It's like all these seeds of happiness just flying around, and all I can hear is her laughing, and I started laughing. I'm like, oh my God, that looks so much fun. So what are you doing every day to bring the joy in your life? Because I'll tell you what, that's what Spirit's asking you to do, because the other card you have is the dream catcher. And so to manifest your dreams, you're Capricorn, I don't have to tell you, you're gonna have to do some action steps. You already know that. You're Capricorn, right? You're like the CEO of the zodiac. You know that it takes work, and it takes organization, and it takes action, right? But it takes the balance, this Libra season balance of having the joy too. Are you doing something you really love? Are you finding the balance in your life? And hopefully your work is something you really love, but if it isn't, how can you also bring that joy and the happiness in your life in your downtime and when you're not there? Finding the balance. The whole world shut down so we could all find balance. But all that stuff was going on in Capricorn. And they're like, where is the creative energy? Where is the fun? Where is your wild, pure heart joy? Right here, right? So what brings you the joy? What makes you smile? What brings you happiness? What can you create? So, of course, when you're planting your seeds of intention, like making a little flower pot garden, that is something that could be creative and bringing joy. Maybe painting, maybe dancing, maybe just, singing and doing it in the shower, or something that sparks the joy every day is what I'm hearing. Every day you have to do something that makes you smile. That's where the magic, as you are spinning around and creating your new beginning, right? The Wheel of Fortune turning, things moving and shifting. How are you going to weave the magic into your life? It's through the joy in your heart center. And that's what you're being asked to do. Really powerful message. Super, super, gosh, I don't know, they've been hammering it. Like every time I turn around, that's all I've been hearing since March, okay? So I'm just passing on what I keep hearing to you. And, I would love to know what it is that you guys are doing that brings the joy and the happiness in your life, okay? Just leave me a comment and tell me. So now we're going to do the 9-card spread for the month. If you've never been here before, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Welcome back. So the center card is going to be the key to the situation. We'll cover thoughts, feelings, actions, past, present, future, outcome. The card on the bottom of the deck is the overall energy for the month. And so, wow, here we go. We are going. Okay, wow, just so much to say. See how fast that was? Holy cow. It's about the home. That's interesting. So how are you creating home? The dreams, the wishes, the clarity around your home. Interesting. Okay, let's see what's at the center. The center we have, decision. It's time to make a decision. It's time to make a choice. So you could be choosing to move. You could be choosing to move to a new job. You could be choosing to work differently from home. You could be choosing to cut back your hours so that you can fit more joy into your life. This card says, do what you want to do that brings you the joy and the happiness. This card says, do what you want to do that brings you the joy and the happiness. Dream catcher and wild pure heart. It is, remember when we were little and we had all that excitement about, when I grow up, I'm going to do, and we had all these fantastical ideas because there were no limits. Well, guess what? There really aren't any limits. We just forgot that. So remember that. Tap into your inner child and remember that you can create whatever you want. In the recent past, okay, we have the birds. Okay, so the birds can be communication. It's usually not positive. The birds is usually people talking crap about other people, or people pretending to be something that they're not, people trying to impress other people. But there's been a lot of questions, though, about communication. And so maybe you're seeking some answers and you're not really getting them. Maybe you're wondering about people that are talking about you. Okay, my nose started itching on that. You know, what do you need to overcome as far as that goes in your heart space? Look at this. You're going to have to take some action, but look, it's the magical, it's Aladdin, right? He's flying through the air. He's not on a magic carpet. He's actually on a horse. And a horse always reminds me of knowledge and guidance and being helped. So like aid coming in, and his tail has got sparklies, just like, oh my gosh, can you see that? It's like the dust, the dream dust that was coming off at the little girl that was turning around and around and around. This is in the area of transformation. This is making the decision and going for it and leaving a trail of stardust behind you. It's so nice. And in the future, the sun is just shining on this bouquet of opportunities that are coming to you. Wow. In the recent past, we have the lilies. Okay, there's been some doubts about what do I release, what do I hang on to, what do I change. The lilies is about healing, but when they show them this way with little frogs on lily pads, to me that is more of the healing that is done because you're willing to release negative thoughts, negative feelings, things of the past, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that no longer serve you. It's clearing space. It's clearing space for opportunity and growth. And so in order to travel lightly moving forward at this fork in the road, there was some stuff that had to be left behind. The lilies are also about being willing to leap from one pad to another. Some of you may be moving. In the heart space, look at this. Look at this, Sleeping Beauty. Guess what happened there, right? The prince comes in, kisses her, she awakens, they live happily ever after. See all the yellow here? All the yellow from the sun here, the solar plexus, all the yellow from the sun of the solar plexus, all the yellow and the pink, that's the solar plexus and the heart space. And there's these blues here. They're the morning glories. It's the dawn of a new day. It's the dawn of a new day in your heart space. This is finding the joy. This is really letting yourself outside to play. Outside, you know, find a way. In the recent past, you've had some questions about matters of the heart. This is the mountain. There's an obstacle here. So either there was a situation that didn't work out, or you're trying to get into a relationship but you weren't ready because maybe first you needed to clear space in your own heart. You had to release and let go of negative feelings or exes or whatever it is. And this looks really good for that. So you have some doubts going on right now. Look at this. We have the mice. But I want you to look. The mice are about all these anxieties and doubts. Do I have enough? Is there enough? I don't know. They look like they're having a freaking party and there's plenty in the pantry. However, pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to those niggling doubts. And be willing to chase those down and get a little bit more information if you need to. I almost feel like this negative gossipy talk here is what's creating the anxieties here. Is it other people talking crap that's making you doubt? Because look, you're going to land in the clover. The outcome is the clover. Thumbelina, she landed in the clover. She was safe and she was protected. So I feel like these doubts and anxieties are being stirred up by this crap right here. And your decision to ride away, to chase your dreams, to create your own magic is how you defeat this negative stuff. So clear your space. Don't let the... Okay, I have a friend, and so it's a quote from a movie. He says, "Don't let the bastards get you." That's That's what he tells me after I leave his house. It's so funny. I'm walking out the door, he's like, you have a great day. Don't let the bastards get you. So don't let the bastards get you. Don't worry about this. And I apologize to all the parents that sometimes let your kids listen. Sorry. I try not to do that. Okay. I'll keep it clean. Here we go. Okay. Here you go. So, in the area of where to be focusing your thoughts on, you have the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, selflessness, humility, and conscious action. Staying in the high vibrational energy, counting your blessings. You know, just look at the radiant sunlight around his head. He's smiling from inner joy and happiness. So this conscious action, this willing to give of your time. Oh my gosh, some of the best. So the space clearing, a lot of times, so giving away stuff you don't need, and also if you giving of your time and your effort and your energy creates this high vibrational energy around you that brings in the good stuff. So be willing to be of service to others. You will get back this bouquet. Look, that is a lot of flowers growing. Boy, that looks like you should definitely plant some flowers into a pot. With that new moon, it looks like it's in the path of stream of moonlight there that they're growing. A little guidance in the heart space, please, Spirit, for Capricorn. A little guidance about the heart space. Peace and harmony. Breathe. I just heard breathe. Okay, so be willing to sit and let out that breath. You can do this anytime of the day when you're feeling all stressed out. Deep inhale in. Inhale in the harmony, the rainbow of beauty and joy, and exhale out the negativity. You know, exhale out the anxiety. Don't let them get you. Right? Also, he's playing a musical instrument, and I really feel like, one of the things I do to help raise my spirits is I turn off the news and I turn on the music. So maybe, especially if you're here in the United States, a little less news and a little more, I don't know if you're a child of the 80s and the 80s music, or if you're a child of the 90s and the 90s music. I feel like because of this childlike energy going back to the music you listened to when you were younger would be really good for the soul. If you were in the early 2000s, and I don't even know what that music was. I wasn't really listening back then. Is that the Backstreet Boys? I don't even know. Oh my gosh, once I started having kids, it was Disney. Okay, here we go. So, like I said, action is going to be required. Okay? Did I say that to you? Oh no, that was Virgo. Oh, which is also interesting. Every single Earth sign got this dream catcher card. This is about paying attention to your dreams, keeping a dream journal. The veil is really thin right now, and for some reason, I guess because of all the activity that's going on in the Earth signs, we've got Uranus and Taurus, we've got Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto up in Capricorn. And even though Mercury is not, it rules Virgo, which is an Earth sign, and it's going its retrograde thing. So there's a lot of earthy energy going on. And so paying attention to your dreams. Any little snippets. I got to tell you, the last 2 nights, my dream life has been fantastically interesting. And I find myself waking up in the middle of the night, quickly remembering what it was, and then I don't write them down because I talk about them out loud to myself because I live by myself. I can do that. And I'm like, oh, and that means this, and there was that, and that. So, but whatever works for you. You could actually just, record it into your phone. Okay. So, it is this energy of this anxiety might be because you aren't necessarily accomplishing things. So, Finding the joy doesn't mean just playing all the time, right? There's balance. So you have pushed to the surface. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. So again, with this new moon energy in your career sector, if that's something that you want to do, but remember to keep the balance, okay? And maybe you were doing something to bring your body into balance because of health conditions or something like that. Well, maybe you haven't been going for those walks lately because the weather's changing or whatever. Do something, right? Like push to the surface, because this is back on task. Be sure you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals. That is that Mercury in retrograde energy. So reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you're working on. That is Mercury in retrograde. All could use some fine tuning. And so there is this little pause in the action when Mercury goes in retrograde where you can't move forward on projects. That's because it's a great time to go over the details. So, finish up things you've already started, go over the details. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to finish my website. I have like 2 hours left to work on it. I'm going to come out of Mercury retrograde, my website done. That's my goal. What's yours? What's yours? Let me know. I would love to know. I really love the Capricorn tribe on here. You guys you always bring the details. I love it. So, let me know what's going on. Let's get you a color card for the week. So you have two assignments from Spirit, not for the week, for the month. You have 2 assignments from Spirit for the month. One is that project that you've been leaving hanging, needs a little work, little details, go over it, review it, and then get back to work on it, get back on task, and go have some fun. Go spread the joy in your own life, and it'll leak out into other people. Okay, and now I guess you have a third one, because we have this in the heart space, right? This is that peace and harmony card, and you have aqua, and it says here, experience peace and calm. So you have 3 jobs. Capricorn, you can do it. Have fun. Saltwater bath is a really great way. If you can go to a public pool that's open and swim, I love doing that, but that's not an option right now. Go for a walk in nature, get near some water. Spend some time near water. Long showers, whatever it takes. I actually get up early. Most mornings, I get up a good hour early just so I can sit in the bathtub. And then I'm like good for the day. And the days I don't do it, I can tell. My energy is way different. This morning I took in some tea. Just sat there and soaked. So do whatever works for you, right? So find the peace and calm in your heart space. Find the joy and the laughter in the moments. Look for the small things. Keep a joy journal if you have to. You can always type in the comments if you said something funny. I don't care if it's today or 2 weeks from now. I would love to know, because I could use all the laughter I can get. I'll tell you something else I saw the other day that made me laugh. It's election season, right? And so I'm driving through a really rural area, and I see the sign that says Harley Rider, and I'm like, it's fall. It's fall. Like the motorcycle stuff comes out in this, in the spring, like Watch for Motorcycles and everything. And so I was like, well, that's weird. And then I thought, gosh, it's right next to all of the signs for people that are running for office. So when I came back by, I'm dyslexic, so I have to read, it takes me a little. So I slow way down, like I'm doing 10 miles an hour, creeping by the signs. And it says Harley Rider for Township Supervisor. What? Somebody named their kid Harley because their last name was Ryder. I don't know why, but I love that. I don't think I could do that, but I love it. It's just like, okay. So look for the things, the small things that just make you smile and giggle during the day. Take note of them and then share it with somebody. And if you don't have anyone to share it with, Right here's a good place because I could use all the laughter I can get. All right, you guys take care. I will see you on Monday when we go over the astrology for the week. And then on next Friday, we will do a little reading for the earth signs. And I have no idea what Spirit wants to talk about yet. So we'll find out together, I think. All right, you take care. Have a wonderful month. It looks fun. It looks fun. Go have some fun. All right, talk to you soon. Oh, and finish that. Get back on task. What are you supposed to be doing? All right, talk to you later. Bye.